What if losing 3 little letters, HRH, cost you $100 million, torched your Hollywood dream, and lit a long fuse under your royal title, all in the same week? Take a breath, because that's exactly where Prince Harry now stands. Bankruptcy rumors nipping at his heels, brand new betrayal headlines stacking up like paparazzi flashes, and a brother sharpening a legal axe. Keep listening. The next few minutes stretch the fairy tale until it creaks, and someone's crown is beginning to splinter. The ballroom still shimmered like molten Rolex gold when the host uttered, "Please welcome Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex." 7 syllables were gone, His Royal Highness, and they sliced sharper than a diamond-edged lens. Harry's smile fractured in microframes. High-speed cameras caught the tick. TikTok captured the implosion, and within 10 stunned seconds, a prince morphed into a punchline. A toddler in a plastic crown screaming, "No HRH, no peace," cleared 5 million views before the confetti settled, while a split screen of Meghan sipping green juice as Harry stormed out trended at warp speed. Title tantrum overtook Taylor Swift on X in under an hour, but the laugh track, as it turned out, was just Act 1. By sunrise, Netflix executives had stopped laughing and started counting. Internal analytics already showed, with love, Meghan limping in at number 383 with 5.3 million views, while Harry's Polo docuseries barely grazed 500,000 views million households in the platform's latest engagement report. 5 days later, a leaked email confirmed the inevitable. Netflix would not renew the Sussex's $100 million contract when it expires this September. The streamer credited the couple for the record-setting 2022 Harry and Meghan doc, but judged the well officially dry. Paramount Plus, their whispered Plan B, ghosted a pitch meeting the same afternoon, proof that one royal meltdown can ice an entire industry. Without Netflix checks, the $14.7 million Montecito mansion suddenly feels less like sanctuary, more like Stonehenge on a variable-rate mortgage. Security details, nannies, and private school tuition reportedly push monthly overhead north of $700,000. Real estate columnists have begun running a grim countdown. 15 months until they splash into the red. Cue the last working lifeboat. Meghan's freshly rebranded lifestyle line, as ever. The Duchess had to abandon her original American Riviera Orchard trademarks after clashes in multiple jurisdictions, then relaunched under the gentler name in March. Her debut raspberry jam sold out in minutes, yet IP lawyers flagged striking similarities to a Spanish label called Siempre, setting up a Europe-wide trademark duel that could drain 7 figures in legal fees. Still, Newsweek projects that a full sell-through could net $4.5 million a week if reviews improve and lawsuits stay quiet, a high-stakes math problem that keeps Montecito's accountants awake at 3 a.m. Across the Atlantic, royal attorneys sharpen their quills. William, sickened by what insiders call monetizing the monarchy while trash-talking it, has already briefed counsel on stripping the HRH style entirely once he ascends. King Charles, newly focused on cancer treatments, ducks the fight, but William smells blood. One courtier muttered, "He waited 5 years. He'll wait 5 more, but not 1 day longer." The ticking clock now booms louder than any paparazzi shudder. Crisis management pros felt the tremor, too. 2 senior comms chiefs resigned in May, replaced by a heavyweight PR agency famed for corporate triage. Their first command: split the brands. Let Meghan lean Martha Stewart meets Goop, while Harry leans philanthropic warrior. A Brazilian clairvoyant nicknamed Living Nostradamus publicly echoed the prediction, triggering fresh, professional divorce murmurs that social media instantly misread as marital. Spotify's ghost still haunts the background. When the couple's $20 million podcast pact dissolved in mid-2023, Spotify's head of podcast innovation, Bill Simmons, famously dubbed them lazy F-King grifters on his own show, an epithet that resurfaces every time another deal collapses. The failure left just 12 episodes of archetypes on the platform, a bruising reminder that big-ticket contracts come with scoreboard metrics. Legal storms swirl too. In January, Harry quietly accepted an undisclosed settlement from Rupert Murdoch's news group after years of phone-hacking litigation, a victory in headlines, but one that likely erased millions in legal fees and yielded little net cash. Yet another lawsuit, targeting the Sun for unlawful information gathering, is slated for a London trial later this year, meaning more time in a witness box and more checks to barristers. Then there's Archewell. Public filings show the nonprofit suffered an $11 million drop in donations in 2022, closing the year roughly $674,000 in the red before bouncing back to raise $5.3 million 2023, thanks mainly to a single $5 million donor. Charity watchdog analysts warned of founder-dependent funding, and California's Attorney General briefly labeled the foundation delinquent after a lost filing check, forcing a scramble to stay compliant. Yet Harry's flagship project, the Invictus Games, quietly chalked up a win. February's Vancouver Whistler Winter Edition hosted 534 wounded service members from 23 nations, delivered an $81 million economic impact, and, crucially, balanced its $63.2 million budget. Corporate sponsors raved, but because Invictus is a nonprofit, none of that success converts into personal salary. Meanwhile, former benefactor Tyler Perry, the man who lent the Sussexes his Beverly Hills mansion in 2020, faces a $260 million sexual harassment suit filed last month. The Sussex camp's silence has drawn criticism from commentators who expect their public morality brand to be vocal, not selective. It's yet another dent in what pundits call their authenticity armor. Pollsters are also painting a sobering picture. May's YouGov tracker pinned William's UK favorability at 75% and Kate's at 72%, while Harry lagged near 32% and Meghan at 24%. Across the pond, Meghan's US rating bumped to plus 15 net favorability, but William still tops American charts at 63%. In other words, the Montecito strategy hasn't yet eclipsed Palace Optics. Financially, the spreadsheet is brutal. Invictus salary, 0, spare royalties, trickling, speaking fees, down from $900,000 to roughly $280,000 per keynote. As ever, volatile. Mortgage, security, staff, property tax, non-negotiable. Even optimistic accountants calculate annual income at $5 to $7 million against outgoings of $8 to $10 million. One Hollywood agent quipped, "They're playing whack-a-mole with a platinum credit card." For now, Meghan is doubling down on consumer products. A $30 Napa Rosé, sold out in 2 hours, then halted by that Spanish trademark dispute. Stainless steel mixing bowls embossed with subtle crown motifs, and a rumored homewares book timed for next spring. Harry, for his part, drafted a peace itinerary proposing Commonwealth charity stops and a Windsor tea. Palace aides leaked it, and the London tabloids mocked the tour with no title, another closed door. William and Kate hardly needed to lift a finger. While Harry's Hollywood scramble trended, the Cambridges fed goats on Scotland's Isle of Mull for cameras. YouGov recorded a 1-point bump the same week, a small statistical pebble that still felt like a landslide in royal PR circles. Courtiers whispered, "That's how you wield a crown. Stay quiet and let the other side overshare." Radar Online, never shy of lighter fluid, claims Netflix embedded a first dibs on the divorce interview clause in the 2020 contract. Now moot if the deal dies, but perfect fodder for rumor mills. Publishing insiders salivate over Spare 2. Palace of Mirrors. Whispers peg the advance at $25 million. If Harry signs, it would starburst his bank balance and, almost certainly, crater family relations beyond repair. At 3:14 a.m., a leaked WhatsApp supposedly shows Harry texting, "Can't sleep. Feels like I left one cage for another." Deep fake or not, the line went viral, crystallizing a new public portrait. A prince adrift between two worlds. Welcome in, neither. The broader lesson is dawning. In America, crowns don't cling. Stories do. The Sussexes can still pivot, ditch the titles, double down on purpose-driven enterprises, and recast Invictus as a North American sports megabrand. Meghan could let as ever whisper rather than shout, focusing on tangible value instead of royal-adjacent gloss. Together, they might yet prove reinvention can outperform inheritance. But every dawn they hesitate, the narrative calcifies. Hollywood doesn't merely bar closed doors, it forgets you ever knocked. So what looms larger? Nostalgia for a palace left behind, or the sheer nerve to build something unrecognizably new. The ballroom lights died hours ago, yet the spotlight still waits, and it never pronounces His Royal Highness.